Okay, be honest. Do you love social media? Hate it? Or do you just open Instagram to check one thing and end up doom scrolling for 2 hours straight, wondering what your name is? Yeah, me too. Social media is one of those things we can't live without, but also secretly wish we could throw into the sea sometimes. So let's talk about it. You, me, and the mess that is social media. Also, I'll drop some English expressions here and there for my fellow English learners because why not suffer and learn, right? Here we go. Part 1. Why it's not all bad. Let's start on a positive note. Believe it or not, I've gained so much from social media. Like real human connection. Friendships that started from a meme and turned into 3 a.m. therapy sessions. Also, learning about different cultures, slangs, accents, all from real people. Or opportunities like jobs, cool people in my field, students, some of whom are now friends, like actual friends. And if you are listening to this and you're one of them, I adore you. Unless you didn't do your homework, in which case we'll talk later. Well, anyway, I live in a small town. These things don't just fall from the sky here. And let's not forget, social media literally helped me survive some of my darkest days. There was a time when everything around me was chaos, and I was struggling with anxiety and panic attacks. Oh, that sucked. But then I started talking to these funny, kind strangers on the internet who made me feel seen. Did they fix everything? No. But they gave me something to smile about, and that meant the world. Yeah, that meant the world to me. So yeah, for me, social media has been a kind of shelter. Word of the episode, guys, shelter. It means a place that makes you feel safe. And sometimes your shelter is a weird Reddit thread and a cup of tea. Yes, that's simple. Part 2. The flip side, also known as the black hole. Social media isn't always sunshine and deep quotes on Instagram stories. There is a dark side. And I'm not just talking about the comment section. Let's talk about doom scrolling. Yes, it's the real word. Doom scrolling means when you can't stop scrolling even though what you're reading is actually making you anxious or depressed. Like you're not even enjoying it anymore, but you're still there. Like, I'm bored, I hate this, but also, let's just scroll a little more for drama. Also, ever felt like everyone's life is cooler than yours? They're traveling, getting married, starting a new business. Meanwhile, I'm just here, trying not to burn my dinner. That, my friends, is called FOMO, fear of missing out. It's that feeling like everyone's doing something better than you, and you're just sitting in bed with a face mask on, like, am I the drama? Well, I rarely wear any face masks. That was an example, but yeah. I used to have really bad FOMO, like Olympic level. I'd see someone post about a posh dinner party and suddenly start wondering why no one's inviting me to eat fancy bread. Like even fancy bread. But here's the thing. Most of what we see online is just a highlight reel. Nobody's posting their mental breakdown in their pajamas. Well, sometimes they do, but not in their pajamas. That's rare. So yeah, social media is like a magic trick. It shows you what it wants you to see. Okay, guys, part 3. Fake it till you catfish. Now we enter catfish territory. Yep, catfish. Like people pretending to be something they're not. Cute girl. Turns out it's a guy in his 50s using filters. God. Close friend? Turns out they never existed. You think you've connected with someone. You talk, you bond, you think, wow, this person really gets me. And then turns out they're either a bot, a catfish, or someone who just wanted your Netflix password. I mean, all that could happen, and that's terrifying. Like, one day you're vibing in the comment section being happy and all, and then the next day you're questioning reality like, did I just emotionally bond with an AI? It gets scary sometimes when you think you've developed a connection with someone and it turns out they were pixels. It's getting harder and harder to tell what's real. Hosting and ghosting is a thing now, where you post something and then immediately vanish, so you don't have to face the consequences. Maybe because you're not feeling confident enough, or you're afraid of being judged, or you just don't care. Or maybe you're dealing with some mental health stuff, and socializing feels like a full-time job. Tons of reasons, right? But still, it might unintentionally make others feel ignored, or like they don't matter, even if that was never the point. Yeah, it's a complicated world. And if you want to stay in it without going totally off the rails, without losing your mind, sometimes you just have to let go and stop taking it all so personally. That's why I always say it's not about whether you use social media. It's about how you use it. Know your limits. Follow people who lift your energy, not drain it. And unfollow people who make you feel like a potato. No shame. Well, potato here doesn't mean an actual potato, but like an uninteresting or unattractive person. And here is part 4. Should we quit it? Okay. Do I regret using social media? Not even a little, at least not for now. Do I think it's dangerous? Totally. But do I still check Instagram at 2 a.m.? Don't judge me. I need to know what my ex's cousin's dog is up to. I really need to know that, okay? Anyway, seriously though, I think if you are aware and you're in control of it, not the other way around, social media can actually be magical. You just need to remember that you're enough, even if you didn't post about your breakfast today. So no, I don't regret social media. It's sometimes fake, yeah, occasionally toxic, and definitely addictive. But it's also how I got here, talking to you from a random corner of the internet. So I guess shout out to the algorithm for letting us find each other. And if one day it all goes down, the apps crash, the trends fade, the filters vanish, you'll still find me maybe in a cozy cafe with my tea, my hoodie, my messy hair, trying to explain what FOMO means to someone's grandma. And again, here's my 2 cents. Use it. Don't let it use you. And when you feel like it's getting too loud, too fake, too much, remember, you can always log off. Grab your favorite snack. Wrap yourself in a blanket and just be a potato for a while. A peaceful, little, offline potato. Highly recommended. 10 out of 10. No Wi-Fi needed. And hey, if social media is a messy, chaotic party, then I'm that awkward guest in the corner holding a cup of tea, talking to a plant, and accidentally spilling deep truths in between jokes. Thank you for hanging out with me in this random corner. You are always welcome here. Messy bun, broken charger, existential crisis, and all. Now go forth, post something wholesome, mute someone annoying. Sometimes you have to. Drink water. And please, for the love of all things cozy, don't fall into that doom-scrolling abyss. Don't fall into that deep hole. We've all been there. There's nothing at the bottom. Just eye strain and mild regret. Just come back to your actual, perfectly messy, unfiltered life. Thank you. Bye.